Lucretius de Rerum Natura, Book 1, Episode 6. Quo magasai ter num da dicti stiva laporem, effucit in terrea pheromoinera militi ai, per mariac terras omnis sopitaquiescant, nam tu sola potes tranquilla paca iuare, mortalis corneam belli pheromoinera mavors. Armi potens regit ingremium qui saepetuum se, re icit aeterno de victus vulnera moris. Lucretius continues now, talking about his dedication to Memmius and his hope for inspiration from the goddess. Quo magis, he says, which means all the more, aeternum, which is modifying laporem, eternal charm, eternal grace, give, O goddess, here's the feminine singular vocative, to my words, to the things that have been said. Grant your eternal favor. Effica, here is another imperative to pattern with da. Bring it about that, meanwhile, switch back to red, the pheromoinera, the wild duties or obligations. Moinera here is an alternate spelling for munus. Munus muneris. This is a third declension neuter noun, so you might be more familiar seeing this as munera, but it is not uncommon to spell it in this fashion, moinera. So it is the subject. Bring it about that the wild, the beastly obligations or duty, militii, of war, which here stands for warfare generally, and militii, here like this, or militii, you can see this is also an archaic spelling. This would be in classical regularized spelling. It would look like this, militii, with a nice genitive singular of the first declension placed on the end. But it's not uncommon to have alternate spellings. Bring it about that they lie quiet, quiescant, per mardria, through the seas, and through all the lands, once they have been sopita, brought to peace or put to sleep. The reason is, ta nam tu sola, for you alone, potes, are able, you alone are able to help mortalis, to help mortals, tranquilla pace, with calm peace. Tranquilla is an ablative, modifying pace, also ablative. This is an ablative of means, by means of. This syntax here is really quite simple, nam tu sola potes, etc. Because, again, pheromoinera, in the same place, nearly the same place metrically as the previous one, because the wild duties of war, mavors armipotanes, the weapons-bearing Mars, rules. And notice armipotanes here is a portmanteau of arma and potanes, so powerful in weapons, powerful in arms. Mars rules over them. In gremium qui saepe, etc. The Mars, who, qui, into your lap or your bosom, in gremium tuum, often what does he do? He casts or has cast, reiacit, himself, there's the object, when he has been de victus, overcome by an everlasting or eternal wound of love, amoris. This scene was very artfully depicted, in part by Sandro Botticelli in 1483, as Mars lolls asleep in the lap of Venus.